Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Cancer for July of 2020. We're 7 months into the year, and I'm hoping that the rest of this year goes really good instead of the first part of the year. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the angel card for at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so makes all of you Cancers named Frankie out there, I guess, for the time of this reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And actually, I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, like an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us, and it's kind of a strange one. What they're saying is it's a good time, and we're having a hard time with sticking to our schedules. But it's a good time to do that. It's a good time for us to do like our time management, like planning for the future, that kind of energy we really need to be in. And communication, and I'm starting to come out of that like fog brain from probably everything that's happened. So when I'm communicating, be sure I communicate clearly and very precisely, if that makes any sense, because things right now can get misunderstood, with everything going on. People can misunderstand, and we have good intent. We have good words down here. They're power and light and release and humor, which I think we all need now, and resilience in our little angel words here. In our first card here on the bottom of the deck was the Three of Pentacles, which is a good card because it's a card of being a craftsman, of someone who's already developed some kind of a skill or maybe a trade, and we can turn these skills into profit now for us, and success when you get this card is assured when we turn them into profit. And there's like, they indicate planning. All threes usually are planning, making sure everything's on the same page, sticking to schedules like they said in the beginning. But this card here usually shows two people like conferring with this guy in the card because he's really good at what he does, and he really does the work well. They want to consult with him to help maybe on some kind of project or some kind of enterprise, because this guy knows exactly what he's doing. So that cooperation in a business venture of any kind is going to be helpful for us. So we would be acquiring like some kind of a marketable skill that was going to be very helpful for us, but helpful in the real world. This isn't spirituality. Pentacles are earth plane, real world things that we're doing. Sometimes with this, we could have just graduated, getting ready to do something or go out into the world in order to make or earn our living, or maybe we went back. We could be going back to school to upgrade our skill so we can use it in a different way, but we're really good. We're interested in what we're doing, extremely enterprising at this time, and powerful, like our word down here, powerful. Um, and if we handle this card right, we can anticipate, because all pentacles, to me, they're money, anticipate like a rise in prestige and in our earnings, things that are really, really important to all of us at this time. A lot of us got knocked out of work for a while. There's a lot of things that are going on, and this is July, but I'm talking or doing these in June, so some of that is going to be kind of a hangover after everything that's happening all over the world. So it's not just us, it's every single place. So keeping that sense of humor, keeping myself in that light energy of the source is going to be extremely important, because we can't do anything if we're not standing in our power, and speaking up, going forward for ourselves. When we do something for ourselves, right, everyone around us can benefit from what we're doing, whether we think so or not, because we're all one. And if there's anything showing us right now that we are all one, I don't know what else could happen that would show us, some way that is that we weren't all affected. So basically, we're all one. We are helping each other through everything that we're doing. And we help through, that's how I feel, releasing, like our word, releasing the past, moving forward into the future, but a better, more, how do I want to say this, a clearer future where all are included and all are protected, and one does something. If one does it, each and every other person that we come into contact with gets like the same benefit or the same kind of help. And that's what I'm thinking that this reading is actually about, if you think about what's happening right now. So our next card here is the Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands. For anybody that thinks it's the Queen of Wands, they always change the names every new deck. Queen of Rods, and this is a really powerful card. Now, it's going to be fire energy, and that's going to be, I forgot, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries type energetics coming around us. And this is a person, and it's going to be male or female, right? Someone probably outside of us, but based on that first card, we may be getting called forward to step up and stand in this kind of energy, because this is a powerful card. This person has authority, they like to shine when they do something, and to step forward and step up. It's like being that straightforward, caring, shining person, and with our personality, social, warm, very generous, and loving, and very, very honorable. That's the one thing about this energetics, because it's extremely mature. So it's going to stay in that light type of energy, and if it's someone outside of us, if they gave us advice, we went to them for any kind of advice, it's really worth taking, because it's going to be very smart, because they're a loyal confidant. You can tell them anything that you need to, and you could be assured that it was in the right hands, a good money manager type, and they're telling us long-term planning in that original message. So good money manager, the advice worth taking. And if it's not a person, it shows us that now's a good time for us to move forward with anything that's business related, because these rods energies are usually business finance type energy. So if it represents that, it's an kind of shows us that we have these qualities or abilities that we need to succeed, and we are succeeding. Basically, whatever, how do I want to say this, whatever end of this we're on, even if we're a Cancer that's not working and maybe we're doing stocks and bonds or something along those lines. We would know when the time it came for us to perhaps shift money, shift energies out of one thing into another, like appropriate timing. So that would be about our time management, our long-term planning too. I don't know where these cards are going to come down. We have two people cards in this reading. So that must mean that that energetics or that way is relevant to us right now. Queen of these two people cards are extremely resilient, like our word, extremely mature energy with wise judgment, things we can trust, and energies that would help us move forward, because pentacles are money, and they would help us move forward in anything that had to do with business or jobs or even investing. It would be a good type of energy. For some of us, it may be that we're going to go to work with from one energetics into another. It feels a lot like work and a lot like our word down here. Release the things that are no longer applicable, and start using a lot of that new energetics, that's coming in, because this one here can get a little bit rough, because this is a card about competition in the economy, like out there in the real world. So Spirit is backing up the first two cards, a competition in the real world, the scramble type energy for money, for power, for, with all that crap that comes with it, like greed. The Queen of Rods would never do greed, never do corruption type energy. They just wouldn't. So it's a struggle card, but a struggle in the marketplace. Sometimes they call this like a fake battle even, but that struggle in order to move forward, to get above and beyond. And if anyone can do that, we Cancers can. And especially if we are protecting someone, just think about that. Someone that we love and care about, or even maybe we love and care about our job. So it's when something new is moving into the neighborhood, basically, that's demanding us to change or to grow, adapt. So life isn't as simple as it was before, which we all know that. So the new competition kind of moved into the neighborhood or the industry, and we had to put forth a lot more effort, a lot more work, in order to keep the things that we've gained over time, and to keep what we've gained in terms of financial, gain and material goods. The rest of this is really good, but with this card, we can go like really up or really down. And we want to make sure we're resilient, we're using our power, that release energy for anything, that is of the past, that's no longer suitable for us to stand in our power like that. We Cancers are not greedy in any way, shape, or form, but we do have capacity to stand against anything like this, right? And to be able to move forward, hold on to what we have, and kind of strut our stuff as we move forward. That confidence, that I'm self-assured type energy. A lot of times we get that, how do I want to say this, backed up into a corner, because we like the calm energy, we like the peaceful energy. We want everyone to be on, what I want to say is be on the same page. Be nice, don't disrupt our home or our family, that type of energy. And it seems like with everything that's going on, we are going to have to stand in that. And we can stand in it just because of the people that we care about. And that's really excellent. We usually don't stand up to or stand up for ourselves, but we'll do it for the others. And if we have to use that this month, we are going to use it, because the next card here is the Hermit. And that's a guide figure, like a guiding force. And, you know, I think if it's near, it usually is nearby, this guiding force, nearby, waiting for us to ask. Just waiting there, shining the light. And we have the word down here, light. So we'd be waiting patiently to knock on our little noggins and say, go within, and I will shine the light on the situation. I will show you what to release to bring you back into your resilience and your powerful state, basically. So with this card, we are actively seeking, like, our intuition or the answer for the next step. But we need to do this one from within. Most of these outside, these first three cards are outer cards. But if we use our insight, our intuition, and the steps we're being given, right, in order to move forward, that can make us even more powerful force to be, what do I want to say? I want to say reckoned with. A more powerful force to be reckoned with. So with this, we go within. We want kind kind of like a time for ourselves, just to go within, to gain some kind of perspective on what's going on. And we're open to the inner guidance if we do that, if we take that time, that perspective, to be guided by our intuition. So we have the light, the word light here, and in the light is our power to take control of what is outside of us, things that we need to release in order for us to have the capacity for that forward momentum to break through anything that's keeping us from the keeping us in the past. And how the attitude is what the word I'm being told, the attitude to stand strong, to move forward in the future. And if the Queen of Rods energy is outside of us, let's say, there's somebody that we could trust to consult. And for some of us, I think it's going to be more a trustworthy energy that we can consult about what step to take next. And others of us, maybe you'll be guided to use that energy. Others of us will go within to develop that type of energy, because we have two powerful figures like it that would be in the earth plane. This one is the Queen of Pentacles, so that's earth plane energy. We have one energy to balance out, right? Balance out what we're looking for. And we have four other energies that are telling us how to get into this particular type of energy that's going to be good and valuable for us. Because, and this is going to be Cancer. No, I'm just doing that backwards. I almost swore in there. I'm doing that backwards for today. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, male or female, can be someone outside of us. And it could be, for some of us, once again, step into this power. Queen of Rods is business, financial, that can help us with this good advice. Queen of Pentacles is the same exact energy, but Queen of Pentacles uses money as a tool, but does not worship it as some kind of a god. So this is a generous person, really excellent manager of money, as an advisor for things about money, like the Queen of Rods. And we have that Three of Pentacles in there. So really, really good. They could be and they could be a benefactor to us, that would benefit us in some way. And if they didn't, they would be fair and honest with us about what it is. So it's a practical, well-grounded energy that wants to see the money that they distribute used appropriately. And if it's not a person, it's harvest after much labor, security, acquisition of wisdom through our experience. And we have a lot of experience through our experience in the prudent use of wealth, not wasting this kind of energy, that puts us in that state, and using it prudently, using it very with intention. That's the word that Spirit is telling me. But intention that's based on my intuition and the insight that I gained. So, and help from those that are helpful, maybe like the Queen of Pentacles energy would be a bank loan manager, and I needed a loan right now, maybe for my business. That's just an example. I needed that type of energy. Would be like, well, what do you want it for, and what is it going to be used for? That would be the energetics of that. They don't worship money, but they take care of their money, and they think. Both of these queens are intuitive energy, and they can use it. So they could be outside of us, and they could be us internally picking that up because it's important to us. Sorry, I have to laugh because these angel cards, it's like, what do you desire, Cancer? That's what our angel card is. What do you desire? Best find out what it is with our intuition, so that we're clearing up the fog brain. We got to get like into the flow of the schedule and hold on to it. Time management, communicate clearly, properly, appropriately. And with this, it's like, and factor in, what is it I want? What do I truly want? What do I need? It says you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desire. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and that you are deserving of them, they will rush into your life as if by magic. Surprisingly enough, I think a lot of us already know which way we need to go in order to provide for ourselves and our family and those people that we love and cherish and care about that could be around us. And if we're alone, we have to take care of our own butts. And that's really what it comes down to. So some is going to be advice from the inside. All of us will be logically and intuitively also going to this outside energy for wise advice to back up what we have intuited already. This card comes to you because you've been waiting for an external sign of what you should do next. The angels say the answer comes from inside of you. Oh well, you must decide what you want before anything can change. Carve out a time to meditate on your heart's true desires and know that you deserve the best, as we all do. Use affirmations, positive visualizations to manifest your desire. Clarify your desires. Release, like our word down here, any guilt or fear regarding regarding asking for what you want. And a lot of us, we forget. Ask. The other thing that's not in here is what is the feeling behind it? What is the feeling? To sit with it. How does this thing that I desire so much make me feel? And when you get to that point, it really comes forward. You're guided to who to talk to, or guided to who to talk to, or guided all along the way. So think like that for this month. And we'll come out on top, even with that little one blip or that tough card. Okay, Cancer, that's our reading for this month. To all of it. I'm like, really? Those angel cards, they really throw me off because they go with the reading so clearly all the time that I'm like amazed that they're helping and working with us, and that is a good thing. So I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really, truly appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, if you want to just go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below the screen in the About section, and there are 2 short videos they're over at the website. And that's in the About section. One explains the prayer class I put out there for you. The other one, the sutras. The prayer class explains how, why you format prayers the way you do. And it's 2.5 hours long, so it's very comprehensive. The sutras, simple thought forms, you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes. It enhances your clear perceptions dramatically. So to all of you I've met through a whole 4 years of doing YouTubes now, and everybody I met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure, and a joy to be able to serve you. So hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.